And there we go. All right. Welcome everybody to another Monster Mash. I am your host, BB, Big Bro, Big Brother, Jake, whatever you want to call me. And I'm joined today by three players. Only three players this time. We are missing a fourth who had to drop out due to not issues really, just he had other stuff to take care of. So, joining me tonight to test out another monster for the Monster Mash series is, I forget your names, Decaf. I've only been playing games with the guys for like over 2 years at this point. It's alright. So, Decaf, who are you playing tonight?
Well, because it's been a while since we've done our Extinction Curse game, I figured I would bust out my wizard from that campaign, Lydia, to give myself a refresher course on how to play a Universalist wizard that takes Halcyon casting.
Mm-hmm. And that only has 6 spells, apparently. Because I make you guys roll for how many spells you get. And I do want to show this to the people watching, just how terrible those. Look at that. 5 1s and a 3. It is amazing.
Amazing is a choice word.
I was going to say, hopefully that means you got rid of every single bad roll you will ever roll for the rest of today, and we are golden for the fight.
It is statistically amazing. That does lead into our next player right there. So just speaking was Shy. Shy is running 2 characters for me this evening, due to the aforementioned other player that could not make it. So Shy, who are you introducing first?
We'll go alphabetical. We've got Erica, aka 2.0 version of her. I've built her once, and I've played her a couple times even. I've kind of revamped her a bit for this one. If you know her from the past, her weapon was magnificent then. Now it is, honestly, it's kind of just a hodgepodge at this point, but it is still just as magnificent, and I look forward to showing it off.
All right. And then, so you have your inventor, and you have your second character.
Yep. My second character would be Gold, Evan Gold. She is also one that I've played multiple times in the past. This is probably like Gold 4.0, if I'm being fully honest. I've played her a few times. But she is a Draconic Rage barbarian that dips into the martial artist dedication so that I can have a mountain stance.
Very nice. Very nice. And then newer to the crew, but has been with us a couple times at this point, is Dinnerman.
Heyo. I'm playing Smite's own one and only Oathkeeper Jingwei. Little ranger crossbow John. I'm curious to see about her as a gunslinger, but we'll worry about that another day. I got one little gimmick that I'm gonna do every single turn, so we'll see if it works out. Ever. Right. As bad as I was rolling last week, my hopes are as low as possible.
Well, all right. We will.
Can only go up.
Happens, yeah.
It can either get better or stay the same. That's the only option.
Hello, Vivath. Welcome to the stream. We just got introductions out of the way. So, with those completed, with all of you having introduced your characters, let me set the scene for you a little bit. There have been strange thunderstorms in the area lately. People have reported flashes of lightning, gathering of dark clouds, and otherwise what should be a more temperate environment. Some people have suspected that there's something far more sinister causing these effects. These suspicions lended weight by appearances, by shapes and shadows flying through these clouds. The 4 of you have been sent out as a scouting party to investigate, to figure out what is at the heart of these storms. And so, it is a clear day as you move towards the epicenter of these happenings, these situations. And it is dark clouds suddenly begin to swirl, begin to gather overhead, maybe giving you all a chance to arm yourselves, prepare for whatever might be coming. A shrill, rattling shriek matches the boom of thunder, and you see a green creature darting from the sky. A creature that looks like a mix of dragon and insect, with these sort of glimmering wings and a almost chitinous scales. A long tail ending in several prongs whips behind it, and the creature in question looks like this.
Yeah, there's my boy. Let's get that weird, gross, gyrating horn.
Yep. So, this creature appears right here before you all. It's sort of like it descends and then like stops. We'll say probably still about 10 feet in the air. And so as it's hovering, we're gonna go ahead and roll for initiative.
Uh-oh. All right. Real quick. I do have Scout's Warning, which gives everyone a +1 to their initiatives. Ooh.
Okay.
That's... Oh, I can't drag it
All
on.
right, well, gold will... is it a +1 circumstance?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then it shouldn't matter for myself.
Oh my god.
Well,
All right.
looks like we've got
I
a lot of
also-
ones coming today.
Also rolled a natural one. It's
All right,
good.
guys. Let me just roll up my sleeves.
Hey.
Okay,
Okay,
There we go,
let's
It's
go,
all up to
Erica.
Me, but
So
it's no
now,
longer all up to me.
so
Okay,
Shai's gonna
okay.
have to act twice in a row.
Oh, man.
You could always delay.
Nah. I have another plan.
Real quick, you said we had time to like get our weapons out, right?
Yep. You guys could have like drawn your weapon.
Good. Excellent.
All right. Well, Erica, you're leading us off here. Let's see what you got.
Alrighty. Well, she's going to start off by taking this scythe that she's been using kind of as a walking stick. Just kind of a little bit, but she takes it in hand, and she's going to go ahead and start off by doing the classic inventor overdrive.
Okay. So,
I should be able to just do
class
this.
DCs.
It's already here, don't worry.
Okay. I was gonna say I've got the number.
Because I can just do this.
Critical success. Very
Beautiful.
Oh,
nice.
beautiful.
You pull the engine cord and it starts in one go.
If I just... Hold on. Yeah, so she kind of does exactly that. She pulls on a cord on this just massive looking thing.
Motor immediately starts running.
Hey, come on. And it just breathes in even more fire than it already was. Cool. So for her second action, she's going to go ahead and step.
Okay.
And she's going to go ahead and try and do a helpful tinkering.
Okay.
She's going to look over at Jingwei and try and quickly just like apply just a little gizmo to the crossbow.
I love gizmos.
Gizmos and gadgets.
That is a
All right.
success.
Because of your crafter's eyepiece.
Yeah. So, you can get, can I put this on? Oh, I know. On here, you should see the effect helpful tinkering. Feel free to
Yes.
grab that and affect it to yourself.
Gladly.
And you now should have an additional 1d6 fire damage.
Oh, that's perfect for this first thing I'm going to do.
Very cool.
And that would be all 3 actions.
All right. Jingwei.
All right. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and hunt this prey of mine.
Okay. You give him the
Second
stick guy.
thing, I'm going to do a good old-fashioned... which one was it called? It's in my feats, I believe. Crossbow ace. I will create a diversion on this creature. So just click that, or All right, create a diversion, deception,
Okay.
and it includes that. I'm gonna using my ventriloquist wing. In its ear behind it. I'm just like, over here, dum dum.
All right. This is against its perception DC.
Yes.
That is a success.
Yes. Oh, ignore that. And as part of that, I get to reload, and I will dig around my little bag full of crossbow bolts, and I will pull out the one that is different and load my explosive ammunition, and then I will fire that.
Okay.
I believe that is a 10-foot burst. Right? Oh, I'm firing it at him.
Yep.
And so let me target this guy. I can remove that because he's the only thing there. And fire. Oh.
Right. That unfortunately will be a miss. It moves with bug-like quickness, darting out of the way of the shot. Now, with an exploding, does that count as like splash damage?
It is the effect of fireball.
Ooh.
Exploding. And
So I mean, I think it would still have to roll against the fireball.
Casually states the crossbow bolt does fireball.
Yeah.
let me pull it up. It should be in my inventory. There it is. Explosive ammunition. Ammunition activated. Explosive ammunition hits a target. The missile explodes in a 10-foot burst, dealing 66 fire with a 25 reflex.
So it says if it hits the target.
When activated, when it hits a target. So just explosion somewhere behind him.
Okay.
And then I
just
cry forever.
Well,
so that was 1, 2, and 3. I have something extended, something else.
well, so wasn't it hunt prey, load the
Yeah.
explosive,
And then
attack?
fire? But this thing I have, it is part of that.
If you
Can't
should
find
be able
it,
to
so-
put it onto the chat, but
Sorry, I looked at this and then I forgot. Lengthy diversion. When you succeed to create a diversion, you continue to remain hidden after the end of your turn. It
Okay.
lasts for an amount of time that depends on the diversion and situation as determined by you.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's distracted by this explosion behind it, like turns its head back and it turns around and just like maybe its eyes just automatically fall on Erica, who's just a little bit shinier.
And that's my turn.
an explosion occurs behind it, and so it looks forward and sees the fire coming off of Erica and goes, "Yeah, you're the cause."
Yep.
Hmm,
And so,
makes sense to me.
that being the case, it is going to fly forward as for one action. It is going to use lightning strikes against Erica. And so you see this this big tail sweeps down at you. We'll do. I forgot to target you. Is there 33 a hit?
Yeah, that'll do it.
And I sorry, actually
Inventor
rolled the
is
wrong,
not meant for AC.
I rolled the wrong attack. Alright, so there's the damage on the first attack.
The hell?
And the tail.
Oh, the D20 never left on my screen. That's why.
The tail
I was like, "What the?"
swings at you again. So it catches you, and then the tail swings back, coming at you swiftly for a 37. Ooh. Almost a crit.
A little close for comfort.
For another 19 points of damage.
Meow.
It will then fly again. Oh, and it'll come over here.
Oh, I'm not loaded. Oh, I could have done something, but I'm not reloaded.
Alright, Lydia.
Well, I don't like that. So,
Stay with me, friend.
we're just gonna find out if it has an attack of opportunity, because I'm gonna run.
Well, fortunately for you, it does not.
Good. I'm still running though. I will
Just
run very
bolts
far.
to the trees. Goodbye, friends.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20. You know what? Yeah, just 25 feet this way. And then I am going to look at Erica and Gold, and I'm just going to say, ladies, you know what to do. And I cast guidance on both of them.
Okay. I'll let you guys distribute those buffs. But it is Gold's turn.
Well, this okay. I don't know if I have the action economy, let alone if I can reach the thing. Frick. This changes. Hang on. Okay. Let's see if this does what I maybe want it to do.
I would say generally most characters can reach a creature, at least most medium creatures can reach a another creature flying at 10 feet.
Do I need to be directly under it, or can I be adjacent to one of the
You can be
squares?
adjacent to it. Its tail is still like
Okay.
swinging around down there. Maybe you're just punching its tail.
All right, I can work with that. I'll do that then.
Trying to cut off its tail so you guys can harvest it.
It'd be great if it wasn't further away.
Well, too bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, as much as I would like to rage first, I'm not going to. We're going to go ahead and start by doing a mountain stance.
Okay.
So Gold enjoys getting some higher AC that I don't think it applied correctly.
Oh no. But Gold sets her feet ready to face this weird dragon.
Hold on. Yeah, it's not accounting for the fact that I have Mountain Stronghold. But I don't want... Huh. Well, that's frustrating.
If you were to throw Mountain Stronghold up in the chat, does it have an effect you can drag onto your character?
Not that would set my AC correctly, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'll fix my AC for her after this.
Yep.
But
you're
she enters
not going
Mountain
to get attacked
Stance
during your turn, so you can do it in between.
Yeah. She enters Mountain Stance, and then she's just going to go ahead and do... I don't think there's any point in sudden charge. So she'll just go ahead and stride to here and make a falling stone strike.
Okay.
So it should already be targeted. I have guidance. Let me actually drag that onto her. That would make life a little easier. Try that again. There we go. And strike.
Oh, you swing at this this sort of tail that is twitching about, but unfortunately, despite the power in your blow, you miss.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed. Anything
Yeah,
else?
I'll figure out her. That would be all 3 actions.
All right.
Mountain Stance, Stride, and Strike.
That does bring us to Erica then. So before you get a chance to figure out Gold's AC.
Yep. Erica's going to go ahead and move into a non-flank. How does that work?
That's a flank.
Okay, good. I'll take it. If you don't mind applying flat-footed to its AC, I have the backstabber trait, so it does actually matter.
It should be flat-footed automatically.
It's never worked for us.
It has in the past. Try it and we'll see.
I can try it. We'll see. So overdrive's already everything's good to go. I'm just gonna go ahead and try a good old strike after a stride.
Okay.
So I feel like this is lower than it should be. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Guidance. Adaba.
Okay. So you're right. It didn't include the flat-footed for some reason.
It's very hit or miss. I've noticed in my game sometimes it'll do it on its own.
I've
So go
I've never
ahead.
seen it work for us. I don't.
I've seen it work for us a couple times.
Maybe it's never when I'm the one doing it because it never works for me. Anyways, well, either way, let's see. Backstabber should do an additional 1 precision damage if it doesn't do it on its own.
Okay.
Don't know. I wonder if I can apply it in here. Weapon specialization, overdrive, defensive boost. I'm not
I
seeing
mean, I
it,
can
so
just
I'll add it.
subtract it.
I can add it in easy.
Okay.
I just want. Why is it doing this? This is confusing. Okay.
Yeah, I think next time I'll just subtract an extra one of damage.
Sounds good. Well, it's in there now.
Okay.
All right. Hubba!
Okay. 23 points of damage. And it appears that all goes through.
Alrighty. And we'll just make a second one.
Sure.
No reason not to. So this will be at a plus 14. I no longer have guidance.
Yep.
Should have done a megaton strike. Oh well.
Ooh, that is a critical miss. All right. Well,
Unfortunate.
that does bring us back around to Jingwei.
Hello. I'm going to once again a crossbow ace to create a diversion. So I can reload. Now I know what you're thinking. He gets a +4 to his AC, his perception AC. And he would if I weren't a confabulator. Do I just do that? No. Since I'm a master, it only gets a +1 to its perception AC.
Okay.
DC, excuse me. So that will be me clicking deception against my foe, hunted prey. Oh.
Is that including the +1?
No, that it's a +1 to his perception DC.
Oh, yes. Yep. You're correct.
Yeah, it makes it harder, yeah.
That means it is a failure.
I cry forever, but I am reloaded. So I'm not hidden. He is not off guard. So I will strike like normal.
Okay.
And miss.
Yes. Oh, no. It begins again.
Should I? Nah, it's too early. And then you know what? There's nothing saying you can't create a diversion multiple times in one turn, right? I'm going to do it again for the sake of reloading.
Okay.
So that's still just a +1 to his thingy, and that's probably still a failure. Yeah, it's
Still a
definitely a failure.
Yep, that
But
is less.
I am reloaded again.
All right. Well, it is his turn. Its turn. And what it is going to do... There's no space where I could get all of you, is there? No, there's not.
Don't do that.
Actually, that should be one bigger, because it's an emanation. Need to account for his space, you know? If that's the case, I could get all of you. Actually, no. Okay. What it's going to do... So actually, the first thing you see happen is its tail. You hear this some sort of like rattling sound. And those of you near it see its tail begin to glow and crackle with electricity as it uses Charge Up. So you see this electricity leaping from the blades of its tail. So that is a free action. For its first action, It is going to fly.
Oh, delightful. Reactive strike or attack of opportunity from gold.
Okay.
Because it's not called reactive strike yet for the barbarian, but this will be against its off guard before it does get to fly away.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
beautiful.
Glad you're not raging.
Yeah. No rage yet. That's there. This is only the first strike. Cause cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
So good.
But that is a solid blow, and if it had been a manipulate action, you would have disrupted it.
Indeed.
Squawks. Its flight is not as graceful as it would like it to be. But as it flies over there, its tail stabs into the ground. And as it does, lightning erupts from it in a 15-foot emanation as it uses its thundering tail. And so I need all of you in that emanation to go ahead and give me a reflex
lovely.
save.
Erica, you're
Alright,
first.
Success from Lydia.
I'm not. Yep. Let's just do it. Oh, beautiful.
Critical success for Jing Wei. Regular success for Erica.
And lastly, sorry, I have to do it slightly separately due to the fact that I don't have any of them selected. So,
And a
Damn,
success
gold.
for gold. Alright, everybody succeeded, meaning everybody's either going to take half damage or no damage.
Oh, that's a lot.
So, 15 points of electricity damage to those of you that are taking it. However, that is all of its actions, and as the electricity sort of bursts around it, you see the glow on its tail fades. And that is its turn. Lydia, it is back to you.
I like it. All right. Well, we know it does a specific damage type from the looks of it. So I am going to go ahead and do a drain bonded item from my bracelet that I always wear so that I can recast for the day resist energy on myself.
Ooh,
2 actions.
okay.
There's that for electricity. And then I am going to...
Oh, sorry, you know what? It did land as part of its flight over there.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, that actually, if that changes something for me. Since he's moving within my space, I have Disrupt Prey, which
Okay.
lets me attack him. And
Sure.
then I also have Snapshot, which lets me use a ranged weapon to attack him.
Okay.
So let me
Sorry,
just get
Lydia.
this-
Let's do this real
Let me
Oh,
quick.
get
yeah,
this-
you're fine.
Let me get this miss out of the way real quick.
There we go.
All right.
Another critical miss.
Jesus.
Oh, right.
Lydia?
It doesn't have attack of opportunity, so it can't attack me.
Yep. Lydia, carry on.
It's all good.
Sorry
I
for-
think
we-
my
Sorry for that meaningless interruption.
Yeah.
terrible.
I could have just thrown the bolt.
I am going.
That's
Not
it.
gonna do too much at least. I am literally just going to crawl my way down this way for my
Okay.
last action, and that is it.
All right. Well, that brings us back around to gold.
Hey, guess who gets to rage?
Jingwei.
Oh, beautiful. Perfect.
Mhm.
Love to see that.
It'll help with your
Okay.
range attacks.
Oh, yeah, no. So gold is going to indeed do a rage.
All right.
So we're gonna doink. And yep, she's selected apply. Gotta make sure I don't apply like rage to the wrong character by accident. Just see Erica just get angry. All right. Let's see. That's done. We're in mountain stance. I'm gonna go ahead and just sudden charge for the time being.
Okay.
We're gonna get in.
Get
Behind
in there
it.
like swimwear.
Sure.
Coming at you like Cleopatra.
Whee!
I haven't heard that one before. I like that one.
All right, so Gold dashes into combat, and now you are flanking, because even though Jingwei is armed with a crossbow, a character can always make unarmed
punch.
attacks. Yep,
My
Yep.
feet are deadly.
yep.
My feet are dead.
I'll
That's
kick the
why I'm
hell out of
going
this
to
thing.
cut them off.
Oh my.
Anyway,
All right.
I gotta
So,
go that far.
Falling Stone Strike on the off guard.
I specifically gave this monster a D-foot attack.
Hey,
That is a success.
Wah! Oh, wait, hold on. None of that's applied. None of that's there. That's fine. That's fine. Perfect. Wah!
There you go. That's higher than your crit.
Well, thankfully, there was 8 of that damage was applied from the rage, so...
All right, he's looking hurt. I wouldn't say he's bloodied yet, but you guys are laying into him a bit. And speaking of laying into him, that should be Erica's turn.
Woohoo! Now comes the fun.
Well, hopefully not too much fun. There's still stuff I need to do.
Oh, why not?
Because there's still stuff I need to do. I just said why.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, Gold. Erica, I have too many characters. My brain's too bad at this. Is just going to move in.
Okay.
And we're going to go for a Megaton Strike.
Very nice. All right. Betting it all on black. Let me just throw flat-footed on there real quick. Off guard, I mean.
wow. You're both flanking. That's awesome.
All right.
Question is, do I want to make this stable or unstable?
Unstable.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yeah, why not? Might as well. Try and if I can hit, I would love to see how much I can do with it. Alrighty. We'll do exactly that. And she'll kind of like adjust the grip so that she starts stabbing through with it rather than slashing out. And she'll go ahead and make that Megaton Unstable Strike.
All right. You got it off guard. Let's see if you can land this
Please
blow.
hit, because I wish to see how much damage I could do. I have the curiosity.
That is a hit because of off guard.
Yes! Here comes the fun part. Make the DC 17 flat check now. Crit failed, noted. I'm going to take 10 fire as I hit this thing. So we're just going to...
Lovely.
Ow. But the flames kick back in her face as she swings this forward. Megaton Strike. Offensive boost.
I imagine it's sort of like a soot face from the old cartoons.
Oh yeah, 100%. Not even exaggerating. That is exactly what's about to happen because here comes the roll.
That's actually very well rolled.
Holy crap.
Well, looks like I'll be using. Looks like I will be using Endless Ferocity at some point for this test.
When the inventor does more damage than the barbarian.
All right. Well, I mean,
All right, that's all my actions.
An inventor is just an int-based, slightly less accurate barbarian.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Okay.
like the inventor. They're so much fun.
Okay, all I need to do is roll good. We're gonna crossbow ace since I attacked it as a reload, as a reaction, as a +1 to its thing. Okay, there we go. That's
That
probably
is a success. Yeah.
So let's leave that off guard there as I'm hitting from it again. I reload again. All right, what did you say? Please hit. That's what I need to. All right, please hit. Please roll well. Okay,
Nope.
it doesn't work for me.
About that. Rip.
I do want to say real quick,
mhm.
Vorthus is saying that Irina is feeling real jealous
Yep.
right now. Shy. The barbarian from our other game. Anywho.
I'm gonna go ahead and that was a big attack he did.
I know what
before,
Erica is.
So I'm gonna running reload. So I can stride, step, or sneak, and then interact to reload. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let me get the hell away from here.
Okay, probably not a bad idea. So it was create a distraction, fire, move away.
Miss.
All right. So that is everything, which means it is back to my turn.
Fired, and I missed.
And the reason I landed is so I could use a 3-action ability. So you
Ping.
see the Astalos, sort of like its arc batches, its arc back arches. There we go, back arches. Its back arches, and you can see like electricity going through like the spines on its back, moving towards its head. And as it gathers there, you see lightning leaping in its mouth before it unleashes an orb upon the ground. And as the orb hits the ground, it actually splits into 2 bolts of lightning that seem to dance across the earth. And these 2 bolts go for a Mrs. Erica and Miss Gold. Or maybe Miss Erica. Or Mrs. Gold. I'm not sure. I don't care.
That's fair.
Because they're about
Ms.
to be...
Gold is fair. I have no idea what Erica's last name is, but continue.
Weirdest hairball I've ever seen, says Valden. That is it's also going to be the most painful hairball. Hopefully. I hope nothing has a more painful hairball than this. Because I need both of them to attempt reflex saves.
All right. Let's see. I've already got Erica selected.
Suddenly became my turn. There we go.
So here's Erica.
Okay. I just need to know
Holy crap.
where things are going to be going.
So I moved for no reason. I'm still in the range. Holy crap.
And then Gold is going to make hers.
Jesus.
This is not an emotion effect as much as I would love for it to be.
All right,
My
both of them succeeded.
God, y'all are
so
rolling
you
fucking
are
rocks today.
perfectly fine. You'll just take half of 24. So 12 points of electricity damage to each of them.
Alrighty. I don't like what it sounds like it's going to be doing after that.
Don't worry about it.
Nah, I'm not worried. I just don't like it.
Lydia, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to just do a... I'll just do a step to right here. And then I'm going to drain bonded item again, since I'm a universalist. But this time, we're just going to allow myself to recast Enervation.
Okay.
Just straightforward, so it doesn't catch my wonderful allies.
All right. I will attempt a fortitude save. This feels like an ability I'm going to end up ignoring a lot with my endless ferocity. Yep, because he failed.
I'll take it.
Drained and loses fucking 48 persistent void. Jeez.
All right. Gold.
Perfection.
All right. Well, Gold's now in a good spot, so she's going to. One moment. Let me reopen the sheet. There we go. She's going to use Mountain Stronghold, basically the equivalent of
a
monk raising a shield.
Something.
Uh-oh.
I need you guys that just took electricity damage to give me some fortitude saves.
Well, shoot. Okay. Hang on. This one's currently on Erica. Hang on. Fortitude. Boink.
This could have helped me a lot. Okay. It'll help me. I wish I'd remembered this sooner.
I am going to utilize shared luck on that save for Erica.
Ooh. I forget sometimes that Lydia has that. That's so cool. All right. Once more.
Yep. Once more with feeling.
This should still be Erica.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so Erica's good. Now, Gold, on the other hand.
Yeah, she's on her own.
She's a barbarian.
Yeah, it's true. She at least has that going in her favor. Oh, she's master too, so that's good.
Yeah, like I said, she's a barbarian.
Well, that won't do anything on the success. It would just be the same thing. Ooh, barely. Do you want... All right, so that was 2.
I missed out on the earlier ones. Just go ahead.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Let's see
That's right.
how
there's
this
a
one
big
does.
Dome
Uh,
table.
Well, she's still going to do Mountain Stronghold. I don't know if I applied that effect yet. No, I did not. I lost it. Where'd it go? I'll just do it again. No, hold on. There we go. So she now has that going in her favor, basically the equivalent of raising a shield. What is the range on this?
On what?
30-foot cone or a 60-foot line?
Well, it's based on whatever you picked for your.
A gold. It'd be a cone, if I'm not mistaken, for a gold dragon. Okay. Well, I need a cone.
Yep, cone of fire.
This one's a cone. Does this hit you if I do this? Oh my goodness, it would hit Lydia. Let's not do that. Oh, wait. A 30-foot cone emanates from 2 squares, right? So...
you can have it emanate from a corner of your square.
Well, no. As in, like, it sits in a corner, and then there's 2 squares that it starts from.
I think that might be based on the creature.
I don't think so. I think it's just a cone in general. There's a 30-foot cone template for Pathfinder specifically.
Let's see. You know, you're right. It is a 2 square cone to start with, even for a medium creature. I thought I remembered seeing that only for a large creature.
No. So 30-foot cone. Oh, that is a funky. All right, hang on. I just want to hit it with fire breath. That's all I want to do.
Well, I'm going to assume you can. So if you want me to just make the reflex save, I can do that.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't hit. I would not hit Jingwei.
I mean, you can.
I basically
It's better if you don't, but you can.
just point it up.
I got a good reflex.
I'm going to roll. Okay. So you
My DC.
is that 27 correct?
Oh, it's 27. Oh man.
Yeah, it very briefly like takes to the air. There's sort of like this buzzing of insect wings you hear as it lifts up, and completely evades the breath of fire. With that, it is Erica's turn.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say you had cut out for me. All right, cool.
Oh, sorry, where did I cut out at?
The browser. Oh no, it was just delayed because when you have multiple tabs open and one of them has ads, your poor computer. All right. Cool. So moving on to Erica. I don't think she has anything else crazy at this point. She's had some fun. So she's gonna have fun in the sense of taking 2 actions to turn this nonsense into Earth Shatter instead.
Okay.
So this gets sheathed, essentially, and this gets drawn. Nope, that's the wrong one. Frick. It moved it in order. There we go.
Alright, so you reconfigure your scythe into a great axe.
Yep. Of nonsense. And strike with that.
Okay. Let's
Help
see
that. Does sweep trade? No, sweep trade is not. Yeah.
That'll be your first miss.
Wow. Oh, it's good. Well, hold on. Let me turn off Megaton Strike. But cool.
You said it was 2 actions to reconfigure?
Yeah. It fully is like a 4-second thing. Just shift this thing.
Alright, Jingwei, it is your turn.
You know what it is. Good old-fashioned reload. The last thing I did was fire, right? No, I reloaded and ran,
last thing
so I am
was a
reloading.
running reload, yep.
So let me just go ahead and miss real quick. This will be my 4th miss.
That's a hit.
What? What do I do? What happens when you hit?
I mean, hopefully nothing.
Whoa.
Fact for you.
All right. Well, I guess I get to do my first trigger of Endless Ferocity.
This thing has so much persistent damage.
So you want to just get rid of that bleed then if it's endless ferocity. Then we will do the good old fashioned thing that I remember that it's called crossbow ace. With it +1.
As long as that +1 isn't stacking, that is a success.
Yes. So I'm reloaded, and then can I do anything else? Let's do a little. Nah, I'll just fire again.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could shoot again.
Now we'll go back to missing. Will we?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. It is the Astalos. I do have some ideas on things I want to change because I'm already seeing some issues with this guy. But first things first, let's hurt 3 people. So Dancing Thunder is going to go after Erica, Lydia, and I don't want to do it on Jingwei because I know Jingwei will probably just critically succeed. But Jingwei did just hurt it, and it's a creature.
Yeah.
So one of the bolts of lightning splits again.
It's fine. That's fine. I was gonna say I did succeed on my thingy, so it would be hidden, but we'll do it anyway, just for fun.
Well, it is a saving throw.
Okay, it's reflex. Good.
So Erica, Lydia, Jingwei, I need each of you to give me a saving throw as these split into 3. Okay.
Yeah. Whee.
And then just Erica. You guys have been nailing these reflex saves. I really hate it.
Yeah, that's the only time I roll
now that
high.
you fucking said something.
There we go.
Yeah, what did I just say? You have BB. I swear, every time you decide to be like, yes, you're doing great, that's when it hurts.
I don't
Stop
like you guys doing great. It is unfortunate for me. All right.
Well, I mean, it's an easy encounter. They're allowed to do well.
Nah. Erica does take that 33 electricity, and then I need fortitude saves from both Lydia and Erica.
Ooh.
Alright, so Lydia will become stunned 1. As will Erica.
I mean, Erica's already close to the thing at this point. She's...
Alright, that was 0 action. So for my first action, I am going to go ahead and do lightning strikes. And I'm going to go for 2 jaw strikes. Or sorry, not jaw, horn strikes. I apologize.
Excuse me.
Let's see, it does have reach. And they have to be on the same target. I'm going to go for gold. As they say, go for the gold.
Sounds good.
Alright, perfect. Does that get you because of the rage even through... Yeah, because you're AC.
Yeah, no, it's there. Everything that is applied. So.
Perfect. Gets you exactly for...
Because I did fix her AC.
31 points of slashing damage. Or piercing damage from this horn. That was 1 action. So...
It's Erica!
Whoops. Fix that. Undo that. There you go.
Put her back to 20. All right, there we go.
All right, for its second action, you see it sort of like lift off slightly and is going to fly around here.
Reactive strike.
Before landing once more. Go ahead.
Gold. This will be against the off guard.
All right. right, that would hit.
Damn, gold.
But I want to
I'll
use
do the
at least,
damage so that it's there, but
Yeah, I want to use at least one more ability. All right, so you're
Bam.
certain that this should fell the beast, but as though propelled by the very electricity that still runs through its nerves, its
it's
body.
actually now an undead creature.
Yep. It's that one spell. It's that one spell that's published in, I think, Dark Archives that lets you bring an ally back with electricity.
Honestly, the coolest fucking electricity spell. That's a dope spell.
It is. But that is 2 actions, which means I have 1 action remaining. So, because we're here, here comes a wing at Lydia. Just wha-bap. And a hit for 19 points of damage. His favorite damage number, apparently. Alright, Lydia, 1 action has been... There's all my persistent damage.
That's right, take it.
Of course. And... Okay, lead's gone.
No.
Not that isn't
Yeah,
the
the
easiest
one that's-
one to apply. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never hit again. What are you talking about? It took me 4 turns to apply it the first time.
All
So
right.
true,
point.
so true.
I'm gonna change
All
the
right,
color of my bow. Maybe that's
I got 2 actions. We're going to set myself up for hopefully surviving a round. So I am actually going to use Bond Conservation because my last action was casting Enervation via Drain Bonded item. So I can cast potentially a 2nd rank or lower spell before the end of my next turn that I've already expended, which, thank God, I've expended a lot of spells today, apparently. So I'm
All
going
of
to hold
them,
on to that
almost.
knowledge for next turn. Yeah, exactly. But this turn, I'll go ahead and then reach over and tap Erica with a single action 2nd rank heal that I
Okay.
have not expended today.
Perfect.
So it's something. There's that. There's that.
You have to click so much for heal.
You do. You really do. Have 7 more hit points.
Nice.
She will take everything she can get. And heal.
Okay. That is Lydia, which means we are back to gold.
All right, well,
What you thinking?
huh.
I just
feel
need to
like
get...
there would be a recognition that this thing has such a range at this point, right? This
of
thing in the middle?
abilities? Oh, yes. Yeah. You
Hmm.
saw it,
Like, a
leap,
bit like
you
the
saw
first
it go
time-
all the way out to Jingwei.
Yeah. So, like, the first time, I imagine, it just kind of struck 2. No one would think about it. The second time, I'm trying to think, like, how a player would think.
Yeah, and you can see, like, the
second
lightning is
time-
still, like, dancing. It's still, like,
Yeah. So I
swirling,
think
moving across the
they-
battlefield.
I think Gold would actually take that into account. She has a high intelligence, all things considered, even as a barbarian. Shockingly. So I think she is going to use Sudden Charge to get to here, just so that she can get a strike in, which she would do.
But that will be a miss,
As she
unfortunately.
comes swinging by, slams the ground, and then takes a step back for her last action.
Okay. Very smart of her. Erica.
And then Erica, in a similar fashion,
But
probably
with only
wants to
2
avoid
actions.
it. This is true. She's stunned. I think she's going to try and survive.
It's not a bad idea.
She is in pain. Shockingly. I know.
I'd rather you didn't, but I understand.
I mean, Why wouldn't she? So yeah,
Because
she
the last ability I want to
draws
use is
the
a
healing
line.
potion.
Okay. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I like this idea.
And drinks it.
Perfect. Love it. Hero point.
Are you serious? Because she would
Yeah, sure.
gladly take it. Let's go. Frick, I did it again.
You've healed gold.
Gold's like, hi, yes.
Perfect. I'm out of the area and I'm getting healed.
Man, this is great. I don't even know what happened.
All right, but that brings us back around to Jingwei.
Jingwei's gonna move right here for no reason at all.
Okay.
What was the
Is your
the last
speed
thing
really 40 feet?
No. I
I
would
said you
need
could
to.
move there as a single action. That was weird.
No, I was using the ruler.
Oh, okay. I thought you were measuring your character.
Oh, I could do that, but that would be dumb. I think I need to reload again. I really wish there was some means of keeping track of it in Foundry. So let's say I need to I do, because I missed, as is my purview. So I'm going to go ahead and crossbow ace.
That is almost a critical failure, actually.
Oh, I love that for me.
It is only... Yeah. No, if you didn't have Confabulator, that would be a critical failure.
Mm-hmm. I don't even use the ring. I just yell right at him. It's like, wait, no, I'm supposed to not be obvious. And then I'm
dang it.
him. Do I have any 2 actions I can do? I don't. I have that, but that's useless. All right. Take this.
I thought that was going to land on the 1 for a second. I saw it hovering there. That is a miss.
See, the thing is, I never miss because I'm actually aiming for the ground this entire combat. The earth is my real enemy. Third action, same thing.
Okay.
Just go ahead and fail this again real quick.
Because of Confabulator, that is a fail.
Oh. But I'm reloading.
Right, I'm back.
Well, not because of Confabulator, because of the increased bonus.
Yeah, because of the +1.
Yes. All right. That does bring us back around to the Astalos. Now, you see one of the bolts splits off again, creating 4 bolts dancing across this battlefield. However, there isn't a 4th target to strike, so only 3 of them will go after Jingwei, Lydia, and Erica. So I need each of you to give me another reflex save.
Alrighty. Erica just wanted to try and live. We'll see if it worked.
Critical success. Critical failure from Lydia. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. On the worst one to crit fail. Nice!
Good thing you've got that hero point.
Yeah, we're gonna
spend it.
Do exactly that. Thanks for the hero point, BB. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh. That's only a regular failure.
Hey, I'll take it, because I might still go down, depending on how you roll.
Yeah. Jingwei takes nothing, but Lydia will take 90, and Erica will take 45 to survive with 3 hit points.
I'm awake! Lydia is not. Fuck!
Which is actually really unfortunate for what I've got coming up next.
I'm just gonna live with the knowledge that this thing would technically already be dead, so
Yes.
I won in the end.
Yes, no. You guys absolutely dominated this thing.
Oh yeah, no,
This is just
actually,
me
that is
trying to test out these abilities.
fair. That is a curiosity, and I know you'll probably answer this later. Does the pole that's doing like damage, does it stick even if it dies?
You know what? I hadn't thought about that. I guess technically it shouldn't.
Because yeah, that's
we can write a line in there. Now, my next trick was going to be 2 actions to hit a line, which is why I moved where I did.
I see.
However, with Lydia being down and me not feeling like kicking a person while they're down, and a certain character being completely unhurt. I'm gonna
Jingwei's doing her dumb little victory
Oh, I
dance.
thought you were gonna look at gold. That's fair.
Oh crap!
Second
A
damage.
regular attack, I can definitely get hit. I thought he was gonna make me do more reflex saves.
It is not a reflex save. This is an actual attack roll. So what you see is actually first things first. The electricity you saw moving around, it gathers in its crest along its horn. You see it like glowing and crackling with sparks. And as it moves, these sparks leap higher. This lightning stretches longer until it looks less like a crest and almost like a sword growing from the head of this creature as it rears back and slams its heads down, driving this electric blade into Jingwei in a 15-foot line.
It's just attacking me with it. Jesus, dude.
I
I'm
said,
sorry.
I don't want to hit the person that's
No,
already
no.
down.
Oh, that's perfect. I love it. I'm saying that to the Astalos. I'm like, damn, dude, I'm one person.
So, well, you're unhurt, and it doesn't
He's
like
gonna
that.
kill me.
So here comes a horn strike. Come on, buddy.
Natural one, I'm calling it.
Critical hit.
Okay, never mind.
So let's look at what this ability does. Reaving bolts. Requirements: the Astalos' horn is charged up. It is. The Astalos makes a horn strike against all creatures in a 15-foot line, rolling its attack once and comparing it to the AC of each creature in the area. The damage from charge up increases to 1d12, normally 1d8, and all of the Astalos' horn damage is converted to electricity damage. This counts as 2 attacks for the Astalos' multiple attack penalty, and then the Astalos' horn loses its charge. So, first things first, we're going to deal that critical damage.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, 64. Then, here is the 1d12 electricity, which will also get doubled, so just take the double of it. Beautiful.
Okay, 10 is great.
20.
And then
Yeah.
fortitude save?
And then the fortitude save for its stunning shocks. You would be stunned
Yeah.
one. However, with that last expenditure of electricity, as it travels from the Astalos' body into you, you see its eyes go dark. The sparks that have been leaping across its body suddenly disperse into the earth, and it collapses into the ground. Especially as it takes 19 points of negative damage, ending this encounter. So that wasn't all of the Astalos' abilities, but that was the ones that I really wanted to test out. I do have some changes I want to make, but let's open up the floor and discuss this a little bit. Let me stop that. Stop the music. You guys should all be able to access the Astalos' sheet, and we will start discussing this creature. Now, I leaned a little bit into the Drakes of Pathfinder 2nd Edition for this creature, because I noticed a lot of them, in addition to being dragons, do have their sort of elemental traits associated with them. So this is both a dragon, and it has the electricity trait. But as we get into the actual numbers of it, it is a level 11 creature, as is usually the case for when we test monsters, as is tradition, as they say. And so it features, its main ability score is Dexterity, coming in at an extreme bonus, actually. Has only a moderate strength, and everything else is lower. So you got its focus right there. I gave it a high perception. It is like a hunter. I kind of leaned a little bit into its more insect-like aspects. It's like, oh, compound highs. I mean, it doesn't have them, but I was like, insects are surprisingly perceptive. So I went with that round. It does have a very high, well, actually, I forgot to include it. So I'll let you guys know that it has a high acrobatics, as well as a low athletics. It uses that acrobatics to do maneuvers and stuff like that while in flight.
Mm-hmm.
AC with its with its extreme dexterity, its AC is actually 1 point above high. Which is why I was kind of surprised you guys were nailing it so readily, except for Jingwei, who just had
Oh, you know,
terrible
Gold
luck.
and Erica were rolling fucking gems.
Yes, yeah. Rolling rocks out here. On the other hand, its HP is low. 150 HP is the high end of low for its level. It has an extreme reflex, again, kind of fitting in that extreme dexterity, as well as just like the reaction time of bugs. It's like, you know, like it's impossible to swat a fly, almost. On the other hand, balancing that out, it has a terrible fortitude. It's very spindly. And then in between that, it's got a moderate will. It has a pretty standard land speed, but it has a very high fly speed. It is immune to electricity damage, being a electricity-focused monster hunter creature. But oddly, it has a weakness to cold damage, which is a moderate weakness value. For its attacks, it has a moderate horn strike, and then a high tail, stinger, and wing strike. Its horn doesn't have any like super useful traits aside from finesse, which all of its attacks have, and therefore gets away with using a high damage value. The remaining two have either very long reach with its stinger, because it does have a very long tail, or the agile trait, as well as just having higher bonus in general, which leads to them using the low damage value. Those cover the basics of the numbers. Any thoughts, feelings, comments, suggestions there?
No, none so far.
No,
I don't personally have any critiques for this.
Okay. Just like overall, or you think like just number wise?
I think number wise, it's pretty fair and balanced.
Yeah, personally.
Okay. So all right, the Astalos' main thing is charging up its attacks. And now, Dinnerman, you suggested in the Discord about like having it just generally charge all of its attacks.
Yeah, and then it just can't use the same super.
Yeah, I wasn't sold on that concept. I wanted to try it with it having to cycle through, both because it like encourages GMs to hopefully adopt like different attack patterns, test out different things, and also because that is how it functions in game. It charges up different attacks. With that being said, I do want to change up what triggers charge up. I do like charge up as an ability, but I think what I want to make it is something like the Astalos struck twice in its last turn, or moved at least 30 feet in its last turn. And as part of that, I am going to change up its lightning strikes. Because movement also, like, the entire idea, I remember looking up a little bit of the science about this. But it's like it's like friction to generate electricity is how the Astalos does its stuff. And so, like, it can do that, like, with movement as well.
That makes sense.
Yep, and as Vivath points out, as Vorthus points out, the Lord does state it charges up with static electricity when moving as well. So what I am thinking is, trigger is the Astalos starts its turn, and it either made 2 strikes on its last turn, or moved at least a total of 30 feet. And maybe that should be a higher distance, given that it has a fly speed of 60, but it does mean if it is grounded, it can't just stride once.
Sorry, is that and or moves? I see it now. Yeah, I think that's good. And then if anything, if like you're saying, if GMs wanted to use these moves a lot, that would incentivize them having the Astalos moving around and targeting different creatures.
And so now I do actually have to change what the effect says. The Astalos charges one of its strikes with electricity. So, what do you guys think about that?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I think that's good. And if it, like the same thing that happened, it did the thundering tail, we split up, and then the next time it got the opportunity to do something else. So unless like whoever's fighting against it just never moves, the GM will ideally have to use different moves, because now it does charge, you know, whichever attack you want. But again, if you split up, that will kind of force you to like, okay, I can't just use Thundering Tail every single time. Now I'll use the Rolling Thunder, which I really wanted to see. I love that move.
Yeah. That one is even like 2 moves combined into one.
All right.
Oh, actually, yeah. With that being the case, I would, unless you already do, I would include that in Rolling Thunder. The movements of Rolling Thunder don't count towards charge up.
Good point. Yeah.
Probably a good call, yeah.
The movement
All right.
from this
We're asking
ability doesn't.
about which ability, by the way?
I was asking if you guys liked the changes to charge up.
Ah, I think it's a fair change.
Oh, yeah, do you guys... Vavath brings up a good point. With that change, since it does kind of make it a little easier, should the limit on it change? So should the effect like only last until the end of its next turn?
Oh, for 1 minute, I think so.
So change it from 1 minute to until the end of its next turn?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't feel like it would. I don't feel like it hurts it really. To have it be
because
so
presumably,
short.
presumably you're going to be like continuing to use it,
Spending it almost immediately.
Here's what I think. If it uses I think leaving it for a minute is fine. Maybe change stunning shock. Because if it's at the end of its next turn, then it just, you know, its electricity goes away immediately. I think it should go away if it uses Reaving Bolt, Rolling Thunder, or Thundering Tail. Because then if it wanted to just use its Stinger and still just add the, D8 of electricity, I think that's...
Now it is worth pointing out, with this being a free action that triggers at the start of its turn, having it trigger at the end of its next turn means it gets 2 full turns of it.
Wait, what?
So if I change it to this effect lasts until the end of its next turn, it triggers this at the start of its turn. Which means the end of its next turn would be the turn after it triggered it. So it'd be charged up the turn it triggered it, and then it'd be charged up until the end of the next.
Yeah.
So that that gives it like 2 turns to either make strikes with it and take advantage of like the charged up general effect, or like 1 turn to do that and then 1 turn to use the special ability of whatever weapon it charged up. Like that.
And then Reaving Bolt, Rolling Thunder, and Thundering Tail all already state that when I use it, it
loses the charge
up.
Yep.
So.
Okay, that's a good change to charge up.
Now, if anything, I think you just need to like change the length, because it says the horn loses its charge, but I think you just need to say that the Astalos loses the effect of charge up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I do need to change all those. One thing I do want to discuss, I actually want to change with the change up to charge up. I want to change lightning strikes. And I think instead what I want to do, instead of just having this be like another copy of Flurry of Blows, I think I just want to give this thing Pounce. So
I
just
can
like
see it.
and maybe not like Pounce specifically because I don't see this thing doing a lot of hiding.
That's not gonna jump off the ground and onto a target. You don't think it'll be very cat-like in that nature?
Yeah, just thinking specifically of Monster Hunter, like Pounce. I think Barioth has that
Mhm.
one pounce move it does.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll actually name it. I'm just going to call it Pounce for now.
What is Pounce specificals?
Normally it is
Do?
Stride and then Strike. And if you're hidden, you remain hidden until the end of the strike.
Okay, this thing, does it have any stealth?
No.
I know you said okay. Then yeah, I think that's fine. As long as it's what was it? Astalos charges with static electricity while moving. Because if it has that,
Now, usually
that
Pounce doesn't have the Flourish trait.
flies up to half of its speed. Okay.
So that means it could charge up on a single,
With a single action, yeah, that's
but it requires Blitz is a good name. Good job, Vavath. You know what? Hey, remind me tomorrow you'll get a hero point.
God, I fucking one more time.
Okay.
My Discord's being a pain today.
So, it's going to have this Blitz ability. It lets it fly up to half its speed. I could reduce that even further. It'd be a little bit weird. I could say it flies up to a third of its speed. But I feel like that's kind of alright. Especially if it's fighting a party that has stuff like you guys. You guys had Reactive Strike. You had Disrupt Prey.
mm-hmm.
Because this movement is going to be triggering reactions and stuff. But I don't know. What are we thinking? What do we feel about that? I do prefer it over Lightning Strikes. I feel like that better fits the new design of Charge Up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like it'll benefit from charge up until next turn, anyways. So.
And remind me, Blitz does not have Flourish, right?
If I base it off of Pounce, which it admittedly is,
Mm-hmm.
Pounce doesn't have Flourish.
Okay, I kind of like that though, because again,
Yeah.
but moving with Astalos being as aggressive as he is and fast, three action stride, hit someone else.
Yep.
If anything, I would say
just a lot of moving between targets.
Maybe not. I was gonna say maybe it has to move a lot, but yeah.
I mean,
do you
bare
think I
minimum
should
that means it
increase...
ends up next to a target.
Do you think I should increase the distance it has to charge up? Maybe to like 40 feet.
I think 4D would be better because at the
so it
very
has
least
to at least
it
stride twice. So it
stride
has
twice.
to at least blitz twice. I mean,
or
it
would have to at least blitz twice, or it can straight up just full fly. Yeah,
a single fly action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think of the fly half to its speed, 30. So we do it twice, or fly once,
or
attack once.
Alternatively,
the other way you get 2 attacks.
Alternatively, I could just lower its speed to 50.
Also an option. That's such a funny thing to be like, God, I just imagine GM, this blitz ability is so cool. God, it's so close to being able to charge up off of one blitz. Dang it.
Yeah, and I mean that is kind of the idea that, like, I don't know. Should it be that it has to spend multiple? I kind of feel like it should be that it has to spend multiple actions to charge up.
Yeah, because
I think
yeah.
Unless it wants to take a completely non-offensive action to fly the distance.
Yeah, but like
yeah,
you can in one fly move action you can, let me minimize the sheet, you can like move 30 feet this way and then 30 feet back, right?
Potentially.
Oh yeah, fully.
So that's still just one move action to get charged up.
But it's one action where it's not getting any other benefit out of it.
Yeah, and
Yep.
if it's moving away from people and then coming back, that still will
Triggering
potentially trigger
reactions.
reactions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that
I
being the
could see
case,
either
do you guys
increasing
just,
it to 40 feet or lowering the fly speed to 50, because
I think it's-
50 feet is still good.
I think it's just easier to lower it to 50.
hmm
Probably.
Okay. Okay. I do like that. Okay. So let's get into the meat of the matter here. Let's start with Dancing Thunder. This was a tough ability for me to figure out. It is a little complicated in game. I was like, I have no idea how I'm going to do this when I first saw it. But this is it calls down this lightning, and the lightning just kind of moves around randomly on the battlefield. I did away with the randomness by having it target creatures. But it is still restricted to the area it was created in. What do you guys think? I do want to note just before, I'll give you the numbers on this. It uses a high reflex DC. A lot of its reflex DCs do. It starts out at unlimited use area damage, but then it gets up to limited use area damage.
I think the damage should be reversed. I think it should start off stronger, because if it starts off with 2 pillars and then those 2 split off, in theory they're getting weaker.
You know what? I like that idea.
I think I was in a similar boat, only because I was worried. I'm like, I feel like hitting potential 4 targets who don't know how how the pylon works, because it's like, here we see an area of effect.
Yeah.
But I feel like realistically, it's not like an obvious area effect in game. So to hit 4 people with 12d6 damage on like
that is also
possibly
fair,
a moderate
like,
encounter would be fucking brutal.
Yeah, and the bolts are splitting. So you know what? That is a good call.
But honestly, I didn't know how to address it, but I love the idea of just fully flopping it. I think that's actually really smart.
That is. I agree. Any other issues with it?
I think the randomness would be really interesting, but having it go after people specifically I feel like that's kind of more of what it does in the game. I haven't fought in like 2 years, but I feel like that's more accurate.
I'm sure that's how the game is coded.
Yeah, definitely.
To like go after players, or to just go at random?
To go after players, but look random.
Okay. Although I would be funny to have it code where it's like, yes, pick, roll a d8, and it just goes in that direction.
Yeah.
But that gets like so complicated.
Terrifying that would be.
Yeah. Ideally,
all right, let's see if it hits you.
Part of this,
know how this guy works. Maybe they'll just do this. If I ever use them, I'm definitely going to do that.
Yeah, part of this design was simplification and ease of use. But that being said,
it'd be cool if there were like GM notes for abilities like this. It'd be like if there was like, for such a monster in like parentheses, feel free to like randomize where this goes. It doesn't necessarily choose its target. Like,
yeah,
you could actually maybe. What if you did literally just that? Like, there are abilities that do say like random creatures within an area. You could just say it deals 12d6 electricity damage to 2 random creatures within a 30-foot emanation.
Sure. Yeah, I can put that in. That doesn't change too much about it.
Yeah. And then just make it so that the Astalos isn't. You could choose to make it so that the Astalos isn't something that's targeted by it. Obviously, it has immunity, but
was that what you're talking about? When it dies, that goes away.
Oh yeah, we need a.
Oh yeah, this is a long ability. But yeah.
All right, 4 random creatures, 3 random creatures.
That way they can just be like,
Thunder
okay.
Emanation does not move, and as far as I'm aware, emanations normally don't move anyway.
Not unless it's focused on a creature.
Yeah. If the Astalos dies, this effect immediately ends.
Because I could see why that question has occurred. Like, Bless would follow a player.
Yep.
And that's an emanation, but no, he stabs this into the ground, right?
He breathes out this like ball of lightning that splits up and rolls around and shocks people. But speaking of stabbing stuff into the ground, that does lead us into his charged up abilities.
Although that is actually a fair question because the ability doesn't look like it states that. It just says it
generally
generates.
Emanations don't move.
Well, again, that's why I'm referencing bless. Like that's straight up an emanation, and I don't think it states that it sticks with the player or anything. I think it just it just is part of the player. And it does, and like the way the ability is worded, the Astalos generates lances of lightning. It almost sounds like it comes from him.
Yeah, reading bless, it doesn't even say that it doesn't even mention the caster. It just says everyone within the range gets a +1, and you can make it bigger.
But
I think everyone's
this ability does say within the emanation.
Well, yes, but the emanation could still be targeted on the Astalos.
The emanation was already created, though.
You wouldn't know that.
Sure, let me add more words to this.
You could. Well, it's
there.
Unfortunately,
it's within the same
just
emanation, showing that it doesn't
like
move.
the original emanation or something. It's because people will get confused with it.
All right, are we ready to move on to the next ability?
You're welcome, BB.
Well, hold on. Here's the thing. Sorry, I'm reading. Bless has the aura trait, which says it's an emanation that ebbs out from you.
This does not have the aura trait. So yeah, this wouldn't be an issue. I know.
Enough.
I'm just saying GMs will misread it. That's all I'm saying, regardless of aura trait. That's unfortunately. Like there will be some who know.
Okay.
But
I've put words in there. It is fine.
Yeah.
Reaving Bolt.
So
This is another reason why its horn only uses a moderate bonus. I don't think wording things is hard. I think people are dumb.
Oh yeah.
This is just me being annoyed. Anyway,
unfortunately, that is a thing.
Horn strike in 15 feet, rolls once, hits everybody in the area, deals extra damage. Thoughts?
Honestly, Reaving Bolt was kind of cool. Obviously, we didn't see it in effect against 2 creatures, but
yeah, I could have
3. I think it's fine.
It would have just increased the dying value to Leah, which a GM could absolutely do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If anything,
and I'm sure some will, but
if anything, I want it to be longer. But I think 15 is probably fine.
I was gonna say it didn't look that long in the videos I watched.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, just being able to hit 2 and 1 is already a benefit.
Yep.
If players are in a line of 3 people,
you're super lucky.
It's already kind of a miracle because unless you're doing what one of my tables, I say my tables, a table that I'm in, unless you do what we do and we all sit in a line like idiots, you know.
I also noticed that the charge up increases to a D12, so that's pretty good too.
Yep. Which is why I rolled a D12 against you and got the 20 damage instead of just getting a D8.
I think Raven Bolt is good.
Yep. The other one you guys saw was Thundering Tail, which is in between moderate and limited use or unlimited use and limited use area damage, because it can potentially just like being like, I'm just going to keep charging up, my tail, and keep doing this. So it has to do stuff to like trigger it, but it can potentially do this every round. But it still has the
potential to do it every turn. Yeah. I like that one. That one cool.
It's pretty simple. And then the one you guys didn't see actually involved me kind of combining 2 abilities into one. One where the Astalos will like sort of stomp on the ground with its wings, releasing bursts of electricity, and another will swoop down and release a bigger, like huge burst of electricity. And that is its Rolling Thunder. This uses unlimited use area damage. I don't know. What do you guys think on this one? You guys didn't get to see it. I went with a little bit lower damage because it either covers a larger area. Well, either way, it covers a larger area, or it gets to like shape the area by its movement.
I think. Hold on. I want to reread this. Make sure I'm reading it correctly. Could it, in theory, fly dealing damage to things as it goes, and then land doing that 30-foot emanation?
That is not the intent of this ability. This
You
ability says
could.
if it strides, it deals the electricity damage, and if it flies and lands on a surface, it deals the same electricity damage and an emanation.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it's good.
Actually, yeah. No, that's yeah. I think that already. I didn't read that correctly, so that's my bad. Yeah, I think that works.
Okay. Then the only other thing to talk about is the stunning shocks. These use a moderate DC for the creature's level, but they do trigger anytime it deals electricity damage to a creature.
Kind of makes me think of like the monk,
Stunning Fist.
or not the monk. Yeah, stunning fist.
Yep.
Either stunning fist or just the in general like critical hit effect for brawling strikes.
Right. Any thoughts, feelings, suggestions? You guys actually got affected by this. I did forget it for a while, but once I remembered, it did start having quite an effect.
Hmm.
Now, obviously, it makes the
brain is,
creature
like-
stunned 1. So if
Yeah.
it charges
Yeah.
up a tail and smacks the same person 3 times, they're going to have to roll 3 times, but they aren't going to get more stunned than 1. It's not a stacking condition.
Oh, stunned 1 is the max.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
It,
So it would
creatures
have
can
to
become
say-
stunned 2 and stunned 3, but it doesn't increase their stun
Right.
value. It's
It would have
inflicting
to.
stunned 1.
It would have to say, or increases their stun value by 1.
Okay, I'm
Mhm.
significantly less concerned about it now.
Yeah. I think that's I think it's fine.
I think that's fine too. Yeah.
Separately, I don't know if it's the same in your official like sheet that you have. Spelling on attempt.
Yep, spelling's different. That popped
Okay.
up. I was throwing this together this morning, like I always do.
That's fair. Just making sure that it wasn't like.
No, I
something
don't
you had to worry
copy.
about.
I don't copy and paste the text because the text looks weird. Then
Well, I have a separate thing for you then, if you'd like. Do you just do like Control C, Control V for copy paste?
typically,
If you hold Shift when you do Control V, it pastes a non-formatted version of the text.
interesting. I'll try that in the
Hmm.
future.
So Control Shift V should probably help your life a little bit.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I
that
think
does cover all of its abilities.
Yeah,
Anything
I think.
you guys want to add? Dinnerman, anything you feel like I should have included? Because
No, I think
you said like this is your favorite monster and you fought him a bunch.
one of favorite is Shigaru Magala, and my
Okay.
heart breaks that I'll never get to test him. But
Yeah.
We've already
Yeah,
been there,
I
done
think-
that.
yeah, I know. I think you catched him pretty well.
Awesome.
If anything,
Mm-hmm.
because I was thinking about
Oh.
it. Same thing with thinking about. I literally just fought Zenogre. When they're charged up, if you hit them enough, they lose their charge. I was thinking of something maybe if they deal a certain amount
If
of
someone
damage.
hits like a crit, gets like a
Yeah.
critical hit
I mean,
or
I
something.
could change charged up to be this effect lasts until the end of its next turn, or until it gets hit by a critical success.
Or until it's. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that would be good. Or yeah, but that's
What's
just
the
my thought
wording on
because
that?
getting that that in Monster Hunter, getting that stun or getting that flinch and making them lose their charge is always feels nice. So if that could be translated over,
You want
that would
to
be
try and
pretty
capture that same
poggers.
effect.
Exactly.
This effect lasts until the end of its next turn,
Or until a creature
is critically
critically
hit a language that
succeeds.
they use?
I know that's the one I'm trying to think of is like the language that's used, like critically
Yeah.
succeeds on a strike
I know, like,
against the creature,
let's
or
see, because aren't oozes immune to critical hits or something? Immunities, critical
Until
hits. Yeah, so I guess just like until. Well, that doesn't
What?
help. Yeah, I guess until a creature critically hits it with a strike.
Until a creature critically succeeds on a strike
Yeah.
against it, I think
Yeah.
would be the wording. That's the problem. I'm like, it's
Clunky.
the wording that you're trying to figure out on how they use it in other abilities.
I don't know. How's that look? Just the last line there.
Or a creature critically succeeds on a strike against it. That's fine. Let me see if I can find.
Yeah, I gotta. Vorthus suggests maybe if it becomes stunned or paralyzed, it loses a charge, which actually is kind of interesting, and does fit with how it generates electricity through like movement and stuff.
True.
I think so too.
I do kind. I think I
I
like that
wonder. Yeah, I think that maybe fits the theme of it more. Although I do wonder how many players actually have access to stun and stuff. But
better.
I think I do like that
I don't want
more.
it to be immobilized because
No, that's well. It
that's
doesn't.
too easy.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't immobilize it if you.
Yeah.
I mean, the crit would immobilize it for you, so
Mhm.
Alright,
you're just
so
doing extra damage. But
there we go again. This effect lasts until the end of its next turn, or it becomes stunned or paralyzed.
yeah, I think that's a fair way to do it, actually.
So too. Yeah.
All right. Well, excellent. I do think that covers the Astalos. Decaf Shy, you're not as familiar with this creature, but any other closing arguments, suggestions, thoughts, feelings?
Personally, no. I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I liked everything, and I like the changes we've made. I think the only one that I was wanting to address was Dancing Thunder, and we friggin' dinner did that in about 5 seconds flat. So,
All right.
Oh yeah.
Then with that, we are gonna head out here. Thank you to my testers. Thank you to my viewers, both now or in the future. If you're watching this on YouTube, I have just come back from vacation. I hope I had fun. But we will see you again. If you're watching this in the future, we'll see you this upcoming Saturday. But if you're watching this now, I will not be testing this Saturday or the following Saturday because I will be on the aforementioned vacation. So, until I'm back, stay safe, be good. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
ciao for now.